Okay, we're here with Butler Coach LaVall Jordan. Coach, if you'd like to make an opening statement, then we'll have a few questions.
A lot of congratulations to Creighton. Obviously they played a heck of a ball game, and ton of respect for the program. I think they have a really good team, and obviously we've seen them 3 times this year, and they handled us pretty good twice, 2 out of those 3 times, and so they played well. Give them credit. They came. I thought the start of the game, they set a tone. We had some good looks early, and you needed a couple of them to fall, right, to just stay with them. And there in the first beginning stretches of the game, thought we did a good job battling, fighting. I think we had it at 9 points at middle of the first half there before they broke it open and kind of got away from us, and we just couldn't reel them back in. So you need some shots to fall to get back in it, so you can set your defense because of the pace that they play at. We just didn't have it. So credit goes to them. Right? They're a big reason why. And so I had a lot of attention on Chuck. Bryce did a good job competing, and we just couldn't help our guys enough, right, to find some success offensively to be able to stay in range. So a lot of credit to them.
Questions for Coach? David Woods, you're first.
Yeah, LaVall, can you tell us anything about Miles Tate's apparent knee injury?
You know what? We'll get an evaluation when we get back. And obviously he couldn't put much weight on it coming off the court or with the team into the locker room. So, but nothing determined at this point. So as soon as we get back, we'll get it. Right, we'll get an evaluation.
Creighton burst ahead so early, so maybe it was not an issue. But did you feel like your guys were fatigued physically or emotionally from everything they put into Wednesday's game?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I'm not sure. Just I know they came out, like I said, they came out swinging. I thought we had some opportunities early, but and so I don't know. You never know why. Like you play one way a certain night, and something different. The next night out. Obviously, we played a lot of guys a lot of minutes last night and went into overtime, but you still know it's Creighton. The pace. We couldn't control the pace of it early, and I thought that was a big factor in the game.
Okay, we'll go to Matt DeMarinis, White and Blue Review.
LaVall, how much of an impact did Marcus Zagorowski have on just the game itself, especially that part of the game you just mentioned, the pace there and getting it controlled?
Yeah, he's a tremendous player. A tremendous player. I mean, at their place, I think he had 32 points. We couldn't get him under control and contain him. Early on, we had a lot of attention on him, and he moved the ball and let his teammates do the work. Jefferson really set a tone early, driving us. And so that's what makes Zagorowski good is, he was willing to let his teammates be aggressive and just kind of took what came to him. That's what good players do.
Kelly Hallen and Butler.
Hey, Coach. You guys have been able to come back from double-digit leads all season long. We saw that last night especially. Why was it harder to close that gap this game?
Yeah, well, it's not the position you want to be, to be down double digits. Unfortunately, we've been, in that situation quite a bit this season and battled back a few times. But it's hard to do that, against a team with the type of firepower that Creighton has. You need them to miss. I thought that a couple of those shots early were contested, and they made them anyway. And so they got in a really good rhythm. And then everything kind of started to go in. So that makes it harder. So again, you got to, be able to get to the foul line, to dictate the pace. You got to finish when you have the opportunities to just kind of slow them down and cut into that lead. And obviously we couldn't do that.
ISH TV, excuse me.
LaVall, trying season with all the adversity off the floor. What did you share with your team in the locker room after this one in that regard?
Just obviously we've got, 5 seniors in the locker room there. Jair's been with us for a year, so just to thank those guys for their efforts. They've all been here and battled through some things physically and emotionally. Just talked about their journey and what they've contributed to the program for the time that they've been here, and our gratitude for them sacrificing themselves for others and learning the power of that. And thought we played our better basketball down the stretch and found some wins and created some memories that nobody can take away from them. And then the other guys will be motivated through this and play for those guys. Should they not come back? We haven't gotten into those conversations yet, but we will. Just to kind of the lessons we learned through all the circumstances and what that brings out of you. And I thought it brought the right things out of this bunch.
LaVall, thank you very much for your time. I think Bryce is there. Is Bryce there with you? Okay, thank you. Okay, we're here with Bryce Enzi of Butler. Use the raise hand feature for questions. David Woods.
Yeah, Bryce, this game was not too much different from the one last Saturday. Is Creighton just one of those teams that's just very difficult for you to control the pace on? Because many of your big wins this year, you were kind of able to control pace.
Yeah, I think like Coach said, they just got a lot of firepower. Jefferson got it going early, and that kind of opened the floor for the rest of the guys. And we kind of dug ourselves in a hole we weren't able to bounce back from.
Also, I'm sure you've given more thought, but do you have any kind of a timetable or any of the seniors on when you'll decide whether to come back for another college basketball season or move on to pros or something else?
No, I have not thought about that yet. I think I'm just kind of embrace what's going on right now. And then after the season, talk with my family and coaches about that.
Let's go to Tim Best, Igloo Podcast.
Bryce, I don't know if you know this, but over the last 3 games Marcus Zagorowski has played against y'all, he's 16 for 19 from behind the arc. I know he's a difficult guy to defend, but, after he just makes some really insane shots, you kind of just have to sit there and just throw your hands up in the air and say, I don't really know what else I could do?
I mean, he's a good player. 16 for 19, that's crazy. But, yeah, like you said, I mean, if he's going to hit 16 for 19, just give him his credit where it's due.
Great. Bryce, thank you for your time tonight. Appreciate it.